Good morning, children from Little Bird School. Today I am taking Social Science subject of Standard 8. So, children, today we will continue the chapter number 3. Our today's topic is Federal State. India is a federal state. There is a distribution of a subject on which the central or the state government can frame laws. हमारा इंडिया फेडरल स्टेट करके जाना गया है और यहाँ पर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट मीन्स हर एक चीज़ों को या हर एक मैटर को अलग अलग जगह पर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया हुआ है. ठीक है, विच द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कैन फ्रेम द लॉज, यानी जहाँ वो लॉज बनाते हैं. देयर आर 3 सच लिस्ट. ये जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सब्जेक्ट है, जिसकी जो फ्रेम्स ऑफ लॉ यानी लॉज बनाते हैं, तो उसका तीनों चीज़ों को उसको अलग अलग जगह पे डिवाइड किया गया है. देयर आर 3 सच अ लिस्ट, जिसका नाम है यूनियन लिस्ट, स्टेट लिस्ट एंड कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट. लॉज फ्रेम्ड बाय द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट आर एप्लीकेबल टू द एंटायर नेशन, यानी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने जो भी लॉज बनाए हैं वो सब के ऊपर लागू होती है. देन आवर टॉपिक इज फंडामेंटल राइट्स. फंडामेंटल राइट्स ऑफ इंडियन कल्चर आर प्रोवाइडेड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया. फंडामेंटल राइट्स जो है इंडियन सिटीजन्स के, वो किसने प्रोवाइड करी है? वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया ने प्रोवाइड की है. That was adopted on 26th November in the year 1949. ये फंडामेंटल राइट्स है वो कब अडॉप्ट की थी? 26 नवंबर 1949 को, बट वॉज पुट इन द यूज ऑन 26 जनवरी 1950. और इसको कब इस्तेमाल किया गया था? 26 जनवरी 1950 को. The fundamental rights of Indian citizens guarantee that the residents of the land can lead a peaceful life. ये जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स है वो इसीलिए बनाए गए हैं ताकि जो भी पर्टिकुलर सिटीजन अपनी जगह पर रह रहा है वो अपनी लाइफ अच्छी तरीके से और सुख और शांति से जिए. The individual fundamental rights of Indian citizen are most of the time similar in all the democratic countries. जो fundamental rights हमारे इंडियन सिटीजन फॉलो करते या है वो दूसरे डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्रीज में भी उसी तरीके की सिमिलैरिटी पाई गई है. The individual fundamental rights to the Indian citizen include the following. The first is equality before the law. Second is freedom of religion. Third means freedom of association and peaceful assembly. Fourth, freedom of speech and expression. And fifth, right to constitution remedies for the protection of civil rights. Yes, children, I am repeating these fundamental rights another time. The first is equality before the law, यानी सब समान है. दूसरा, freedom of religion, हमारे इंडिया में कोई भी रिलीजन का पर्सन रह सकता है. थर्ड, फ्रीडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन एंड पीसफुल असेंबली, यानी हमारे यहाँ पे हर एक चीज़ की फ्रीडम है, पीसफुली हम लोग यहाँ पे रह सकते हैं. एंड फोर्थ, फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन, हम लोग यहाँ पे हमारे मन की बात रख सकते हैं और उसको एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं. एंड फिफ्थ, राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रेमेडीज फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ सिविल राइट्स. और सिविल राइट्स यानी हमारे सिविल राइट्स में जो भी प्रोटेक्शन है वो हमें दी जाएगी, इसकी भी मतलब इसके लिए भी एक राइट बनाया गया है. देन चिल्ड्रन, आवर चैप्टर इज कंप्लीटेड. नाउ वी विल गो थ्रू अवर एक्सरसाइज. यस, द क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज आंसर द क्वेश्चन इन ब्रीफ. सो चिल्ड्रन, our first question is, what is mean by constitution? Yes, children, what do you mean by the constitution? So the answer is the systematic compilation of a set of rules to run the government of a country is known as constitution of the country. Yes, I am repeating another time. The systematic compilation of a set of rules to run the government of a country is known as constitution of the country. Now the second question is, who were the main leaders in the formation of the constitution? So the answer is the main leaders in the formation of the Constitution of India were the national leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, Sardar Baldev Singh, etc. Then our third question is, what are the salient features of our constitution? So the answer is, the salient features of our constitution are: first, democratic rule; second, secularism; third, republic state; fourth, supreme power to the people; and fifth, socialist formation of society. Yes, children, I am repeating the question. Question number 3. What are the salient features of our constitution? So, the salient features of our constitution are: first, democratic rule; second, secularism; third, republic state; fourth, supreme power to the people; and fifth, socialist formation of society. Now, our fourth question is, why is constitution necessary for a nation? So the answer is, yes children, this answer is long, so listen it very carefully. No country, I am saying the answer, no country can function smoothly without a constitution. One cannot imagine the administration of a country without a constitution. The constitution of every country finally weaves the ethos and ideals of the country. The kind of government of the country and its administration are decided by the constitution. Many objectives have been achieved through the constitution. The representatives elected by the people run the country in accordance with the rules laid down in the constitution. Our constitution contains provisions and rules to ensure that leaders do not misuse their power. Then our fifth question is, why is India known as Democratic Republic? So the answer is, in India, the government obtains powers from people directly or indirectly. India has adopted a democratic republic system of government. So India is known as Democratic Republic. Then our last question is, when was the Constitution of India enforced? So the answer is, the Constitution of India was enforced on 26th January 1950. Yes children, now we go through question number 2, fill in the blanks. So question number 1, our constitution starts with the preamble. Yes, our constitution starts with the preamble. Preamble is the answer. Now fill in the blanks. Second number, Dash was the president of the Constituent Assembly. So the answer is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And third, India has adopted Dash system of government. So the answer is democratic. Fourth, the elections are held in our country every dash years. So the answer is 5 years. Now, question number 3, identify me. Number 1, I am a federal state. So the answer is India. Number 2, I am the constitutional head of the state. So the answer is President. Number 3, the administration of any country can't run without constitution. Yes, I am repeating the question number 3. The administration of any country can't run without me. So the answer is Constitution. Number 4, I am the Republic Day, 26th January. Number 5, I was elected as the President of Drafting Committee of Constitution. So the answer is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Yes, I am repeating the question number 5. I was elected as the President of a Drafting Committee of the Constitution. So the answer is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So children, up to this, we will completed our exercise. You have to written in your notebook this exercise. This is your homework. So we will meet on our next lecture with a new lesson. Okay children.